So can I know where you are joining us from? Just put in the comment section the area, the state, the country you are joining us from. I'm in Lagos. I'm connecting from Lagos. Let me know where you're connecting from. Just put it in the comment section before we proceed. I just want to know those of us who are online. Just tell me where you are connecting from. Let's start from there. Okay, I can see Angela from Mowe. I can see Ndede from Eket. I can see Margaret from Port Harcourt. Fantastic. So what I want to share with you, you can apply it anywhere you are. Let me share my screen so that we can start. There's so many things I can share, but I hope this 1 hour will be enough to actually dissect what I want to share with you. Which of you want to make money from real estate? If you want to make money from real estate, just write in the comment section, yes, I want to make money. If you want to make real money from real estate, just put in the comment section, I want to make money. There's too much money in real estate. There's too much money in real estate. So the same way there's too much money, the same way it also requires work. It requires you to put your efforts. Nothing comes so easy. But if you have the right information, there's every tendency of you getting results. So let me try and share my screen so that we can start right ahead. Confirm. Okay, I'm host. It's okay. So today I want to share with you, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, just type on the comment section, you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Just type on the comment section that you can see my screen. Okay, they said I want to make too much money. I want to make plenty money. You will surely make money, but be ready to work too. It does not come easy. Okay, today I want to share with you how you can become a successful realtor in Nigeria. How you can actually become a realtor that make money in Nigeria. But first of all, let me let you know what a realtor is so that we can start from there. You need to know what you want to go into first so that you can get results. Okay. A realtor, I just want to give you a brief understanding about a realtor so that you can know what you are going into. So a realtor work with clients, like realtor work with clients, you help them to buy a house or a land, or you can help them sell, or you can help them rent. And this can include offices, as office building, It also include residential house. It can also include land. Get it right. You're working with clients. You're working with clients. Your primary assignment is to satisfy your clients. That's the primary assignment. To help them buy, sell, or rent. Then let me also make this clear also. To buy, to sell, and to rent, they are all different aspects. You cannot do all of them. You have to choose what exactly you want to do. There are some rates that focus on only to help clients to buy. There are some rates that focus on only to help clients to sell. There are some rates that focus on rent. Like this local agents we have around, most of them focus on rent. You want to rent a house, you meet them and they help you run around and get the house for you. If that's the aspect you want to focus on, fantastic. If you want to focus on helping clients to buy, to buy house, to buy land, fantastic. If you want to help them to sell their property, clients who have property want to sell, you want to help them to sell, fantastic. Each of this sector is a very wide sector. In short, even under the buy, to help clients to buy or to help clients to sell, you see have residential, you see have commercial. So you cannot do everything. You have to choose the aspects which you want to go into. Then let me tell you further what your responsibility is, so that you know that it's not just about making money. You have to know the effort you have to put in order for you to make that money you are looking for. The first thing first, let me start from the first one, which you have on the screen, is you can help to coordinate, or you can also help to oversee open house. You have a client who want to buy a house. There's something called open house, where the estate company, they want to sell a house, and they have a sample they've done. You can bring your clients to come and see the sample of the house they've done. If your client is interested in the sample house they've done, then the clients can decide to buy. We call that open house. You can help to organize that. You can talk to the company you're dealing with to do an open house for you to bring your client to come and see the house he or she want to buy. One of your duty, one of your duty you can do, one of the things you will do is you will help in arranging meetings with your prospects. You will help in arranging meeting. Meeting can be meeting between you and your prospects. It can be meeting between you and the third party or any party you are dealing with. It can be the company. It can be Omolile. It can be any party that will help your prospect to achieve his aim. You can also, one of the things that you must learn to do, you must learn to interview your buyer, that your prospect, to understand what they are looking for in their new property. When the client meets you that you want to buy a property or want to sell a property, depending on want to rent a property, depending on the angle you want to enter from, you need to ask them certain questions. You need to ask them every detail. For instance, question you can ask them include, which area are you looking at? Okay, person was okay, I'm looking for a house in let me use the popular area in Ajah. Okay, so Ajah in Lagos, fantastic. Then the next question, what type of house are you looking at? Okay, I'm looking for a 4-bedroom duplex. Fantastic. Then the next question, what is your budget? Okay, my budget is around 120 million. Okay. The next question, do you mind to pay off plan or you want already built house? Okay, let me explain what is off plan. I think I'll be using some terms, but when you come into the business, there's some terms which you have to be familiar with. Off plan, which simply means you are buying a house when it's still under construction, and there are different stage of plan projects. But that's another topic on its own. But off plan simply means a client is buying a house when the house is still under construction. It can even just be on paper. Only what is available is just a 3D. The client can decide to buy the house and wait for the developer to finish building it. So you need to ask them, are you doing off plan, or are you doing you want already built house? Okay, you might say, okay, I want to do off plan. Okay, you ask again, how many what's the payment plan? What payment plan are you looking at? Do you want to pay within 1 year? Do you want to pay within 2 years? Within 3 years? This question you ask your client will enable you to search for the right property that suits what he or she is looking for. If you have a property that suits what he or she is looking for, then you have to schedule a property showing, or what they call property inspection. You schedule the inspection. After the client comes to see the property and he likes it, then you can schedule what they call negotiation. And one of your duty as a realtor is to negotiate to favor the client. Don't do like a normal agent. A normal agent is just interested in interested in the client paying so that he can get his commission. But if you want to be a successful realtor, one of your duties is to make the client believe that you are in his side. Because if you are not in the side, it's just like the client dealing with the company directly. Mind you, all these clients, they can go to the company directly and deal with the company directly. But if you are bringing value, you are helping him to negotiate, which is one of your duties, then the client will have a reason to work with you. Because if you go to the company, he might not have that ability. He doesn't have the skill. Some of these clients don't even know anything. They just want to get a house. They don't know anything about what it takes to get a house. So it's your duty to help them to get the house and negotiate to favor them. Then after you've negotiated, the next thing is you need to help to draft and also review documents and contracts. Some of these clients don't know the contract. They don't know the document that they will give them. So when the company you're dealing with send the document, it's your duty as a realtor to go through the document and confirm that if there's a clause which you believe the client should be aware of, you need to point attention to. If there's some terms and conditions which you need to be aware of before it becomes late, point his attention to. That will save you headache, that will save you problem, and that will make him to love you more, believing that you have his interest in mind. But if you decide just to just keep on telling him pay so that you can get your commission, the clients will definitely don't want to deal with you tomorrow because you believe that you don't have his interest in mind. And one thing that actually help in this industry is your ability to make your clients to love you. Then the next thing you should do is to guide your client through the process of closing. Tell them after the contract, tell them, okay, how do they pay? So they don't know how to pay. You can pay through bank transfer, through bank draft. You can pay through domiciliary accounts. You have to tell them how they can pay. What the payment term? That is your duty. You have to put them through, give them what they call the form to fill. After filling the form, you give them what they call the frequently asked questions to go through. You give them the contract to go through. These are things that you as a realtor need to do. These are things that you need to do before you can be qualified to get a good commission. The commission in real estate is sweet. When I say it's sweet, it's sweet. Just one deal can make you sleep for the whole year. But mind you, you can also stay for a whole year without making a single sale. You can stay a whole year without making a single sale. So you need to understand what it takes to be a successful rater. So if you can hear me and you understand what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is making sense to you, just type in the comment section, continue. Just put in the comment section, continue. If you can hear me, just put in the comment section, continue, so I can continue. Okay, Levinus, can so you say continue, okay? Okay, good. So, let me give you some tips which I believe that you that you need in order to do well in this industry. I will make it as simple as possible so that you can understand. As simple as possible. Okay, I can say continue, continue, continue. Okay. The first thing first, if you want to be a real estate rater, you need to have or know your objective. You need to know your objective. I think the write-up is not showing. Let me see how I can work on it so that it can show for us to see properly. Okay, I think it's showing now. Okay, know your objective. Is very important for you to know your reason of wanting to be a rater. If your reason is known, it will help you to work very well to achieve that reason. What I mean by objective is, apart from money, which other thing drive you to decide to be a rater? Apart from money. Because if you focus on only money, you will end up promoting all kind of property that you know that it is not the best for you, and to put into trouble any kind of property you want to promote. So you need to know your objective, which is very, very important. You want to go into this industry. You're coming as a rater. You want to make money. You want to build relationship. I'm just giving you some objective. You want to build relationship. You want to have your own company in future. Being a rater is a means. It's just a path to the ultimate goal. So your reason have to be very clear. If you're coming in to just make quick money, fantastic. If you're coming in to just scam people, that is your own reason. So because if your objective is clear enough, it will help you to know how you will work. It will help you to know how you will deal with people, because you know your ultimate reason. Because in this industry, people can just, the way you deal with people, they can trust you blindly. They can give you some money to undo, and if your reason you don't have good objective, the money might enter your head and you might decide to disappear with the money, and that is just quick way of dying, or quick way of you not making progress. Because when the money comes, you use it anyhow. The aim of the money is not achieved. You lose your trust. And one thing about this industry is referral is the key. Just one client can give you 100 clients. So it is better you decide and know your objective. Why am I coming into this business? But one thing I want to tell you, if you're coming to this business, think long term. Don't think short term. If your aim is just to make money, look for a better reason to back it up. Because making money, you make the money. But if you're looking at quick money, this is not the right place to come. Know and have a strong reason. Let me give you some reasons let me just give you some reasons which you need to go into this industry. It can be to build, maybe let's say for instance, you have your circle of friends are people that think small, that think little things. You say, okay, I'm tired of having this set of friends around me. I want to have friends that think in millions. Because when you come to the industry, the way you should talk, calling millions will be like a normal thing. It should not be let's say you have been talking about thousand. But when you come into the industry, there's no single day that you will not talk about millions. The word millions will not come out from your mouth. And you want to create friends that talk about millions. Then fantastic, like the reasons of coming to the industry, fantastic, because people you be talking about, they'll be talking about millions. And if you're afraid of money, you're afraid of talking big, this industry is not for you. So if your reason is to meet friends, is to upgrade your circle, is to build or be a developer in future, you need to have the point I'm trying to make now. You have to have objective. You have to know the reason why you want to come into this industry, because it will help you to achieve your aim faster. The next thing I want to talk about is you need to get trained. Training play a major role in this industry, because there are some basic things you need to know. These things are too basic that if you don't know it, it will put you off guard. You need to know about the property you are promoting. You need to know the terms. There are so many terms. When I was talking, I make reference to off plan. You need to know what is off plan. You need to know what the documentation that real estate involves. And different states have different documentation. In Lagos over here, the documentation in Lagos or title of land is somehow different to Abuja, is somehow different to Port Harcourt. Then you need to be trained. You need to be trained properly, so you can also know how to present yourself to clients. Because the way you present yourself, because some of these clients don't know anything, to be frank with you. What they know is they want to buy a house. They want to buy land. So if you are well trained and you have this information at a disposal, you can advise them. Your aim is to make sure that you give them the right information. But if you are not trained properly, you will end up just be like the local agent out there, who their own is just come by and go. And that is not the best. So you have to be trained. You need to know the basic things when it comes to real estate. You will not know all, but as you start, just have that mindset of you want to know more. And what you don't know, you ask questions. But get ready that you need to be trained. Then the next one I want to talk about is you need to respond to lead. Lead are people who come to you and they make an inquiry. Your response rates go a long way, because an average prospect will talk to like 5 or 6 rates at the same time. So the person that responds to him faster when he asks question is that person that you want to deal with, because okay, you have my time. If you are, this is normal. When you're talking to someone and the person is giving you attitude, is forming busy, you will not want to talk to that person. But when you talk to someone, the person is responding to you faster, you want to pursue with the person. So you need to learn to respond to lead faster. The next thing you should learn to use is you need to learn to use technology. When it comes to this business, technology play a major role. Let me break it down. Some of the technology which you need to learn to use is your WhatsApp. And mind you, most of your clients might not be clients in Nigeria, because from my own experience, I've discovered that most people that buy land are not even Nigerian in Nigeria and Nigerian in abroad. Those are people that buy land more because they are working over there. They want to invest in the country. So they will need to communicate with someone out there. So you need to use technology. And WhatsApp is a key instrument when it comes to communicating to those, especially in abroad. Mostly, those in abroad, calling Nigeria here is somehow expensive. Mind you, don't think that everybody in abroad, they have money. So some of them are also broke too. But the advantage they have is with the current exchange rate, with the more money they have over there, they can still buy things over here. So most of them will want to communicate with you through WhatsApp. So which would be more of video call or more of audio call or normal chat. So technology like WhatsApp, you need to know how to use. And not just any WhatsApp, you need to know how to use business WhatsApp effectively. Business WhatsApp is the best because it will help you to arrange your prospects well, because there's something called label in business WhatsApp. Label will help you to arrange your prospects in accordance. Like for me, anyway that just call me, the first thing first, if I have different segments, those who are I'm waiting for them to come for inspection, I have a segment for them. Those who I need to call, a segment. If you can hear me, can you put in the session that you can hear me? A call just came in, so I just cut it off. Can you hear me? Say yes, I can hear you if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Good. So technology like WhatsApp, using label can help you to organize your prospects well. So the normal WhatsApp does not have it, but the business WhatsApp have it. So another thing, even seeing that WhatsApp, there's something called the quick reply. Quick reply. Those frequent questions people usually ask you, you can put them in your quick reply so that when they just ask you, you can just type the quick reply and it will reply them immediately. So you need to know how to use technology, and some of this technology which you should use also, you need to have a website. You need to also have, it's advisable to have a website. If you don't have, you can start with your Instagram or you can start with your Facebook. Then also use of YouTube. YouTube is a fantastic platform, especially if you are going into real estate. Because most people let me use abroad for instance. I'm talking based on my own experience because most of my clients are abroad. So those in abroad, they will prefer, it used to be just like search engine. When they go on Google to search, Google will first of all bring Google search and also bring YouTube video as a search. And some of them will come to use directly to search directly. So you using YouTube go a long way because people want to see what they want to buy. So video marketing, when it comes to real estate, is a killer because that's the best option to go. Just telling someone things without showing the person will not give that effective result as you want. So technology, there's several other technology, even as little as alarm on your phone can also be a very effective way of follow-up. You call someone, the person tell you, call me tomorrow. Instead of you put it in your head, don't put it in your head. Just go to your alarm on your phone, set the alarm. Tomorrow, the alarm reminds you, you call the person. So there are other customer relationship management software which you can use to manage your customer and a proper follow-up app out there. So you can search and use anyone that suits what you want, but you need to learn to use technology to get results. The next thing I want to talk about is you need to be ready to be on the move. Be ready to move. because this business involves you moving from one point to the other. If you are someone that likes sitting in one place, you will not do well as a rater because you need to move. Movement like going for site inspection, going to do video about the project, giving your client updates. You need to move because it's not somewhere you sit. You don't have to sit down one place and you expect your client to know what you, and moreover, why will you sell a property where you don't know where the property is? So you have to go for inspection, know the place. So when your clients call you, you will be able to tell them, okay, this property is in this place and it's not far from this, it's not far from this place, the major landmark. But if you don't move, if you don't go out, how will you know the place? So you must be ready to be on the move. Then you need to stay informed. Stay informed about the industry. Stay informed about the neighborhood of the property you want to sell. Stay informed about government projects. Stay informed about what other market shakers are doing. Stay informed what other real estate companies are doing. You need to stay informed. Stay informed is very important. For instance, if the governor of a particular state, let's say in Lagos State, come to them and tell, okay, we are launching the Fort Mainland Bridge. We have awarded the contract and we are starting the construction today. That is a normal news. But as a rater, you need to relate that news to the property you are selling in that axis. What will be the economic impact? How would that project affect your property? Because it will be a marketing angle you can come in from to sell your property. Dangote decide to move to Bejuloki. How would that affect the market in that area? How would that affect the price of property in that area? These are information which you need to have at a disposal so that you can tell your clients what they need to know to make them make an informed decision. Because somebody will just come, I want to buy a land in this place without having information. If you are informed and you know what is happening happening in that environment, when you give them this information, that will make them trust you, to make them see you as a professional and make them see you as somebody that know what he or she is doing. So stay informed is very important. If you don't like news, so it is better you start looking at, but you can focus on the news that is related to real estate, so related to what you are doing, so that you need to stay informed. That's just the point. Then the next thing you need to be very reliable, because Nigeria as a whole, Nigerians, why do you think if one MMM close, another MMM starts, Nigeria will still fall victim of that? Because Nigerians, they can take risks. Nigeria can take risks. I'm telling you something which I know, especially in this industry. I've gotten people sending money. Short, with all my clients I have abroad, I can remember the number of them I've seen that have come to Nigeria. Most of them don't even know they don't even know where the property is, but they've paid. They don't even know where I even live. They don't know my office, but they will go ahead and pay. And if you're not reliable, if they cannot rely on you, and they give you the first project and you do not handle it very well, just come on to buy land for them. You cannot process the document for them and send to them. They will not refer anybody to you. A client called me and he asked me some questions and I replied. He went ahead and made payment. After making the payment, I was able to process the document and get it ready. I told him he's ready. Before I know what happened, he told me, okay, because I took action on time. He saw me as somebody that was reliable. He said, okay, the wife wants to buy. The wife went ahead and buy. Mind you, that is a referral. Even though he is the husband, the wife decided to buy. Assuming I did not do well, he will not refer the wife. The wife also bought. When the wife bought, the document came out. I processed everything and sent it to them in UK. Mind you, I processed everything, send everything with my own money. Mind you, the commission you will make, that's one thing which I will talk about. The commission you will make, you must be ready to spend it also to the clients. The document to send to Nigeria to UK, spend about 16,000, which is not, I collect big amount of commission. So if I spend 16,000 to send something to UK, that should not be a problem. So, and when they got the document, he was very happy. He said, wow, someone like you exists in Nigeria. So I buy a property, you get a document from me. After presenting the document, you send it your own money. Tell me why that person will not refer someone to me. In short, there's one of my clients again. The way I spoke with her, I spoke with her. She has already bought that same property from someone else, from another realtor. But the way I attended to her, she said, how she wished that she has not gotten the property from somewhere else. So she now recommended her brother to me. Why did she do that? Because she has a realtor she was dealing with before. But because of the way I look reliable, because of the way I look informed, and I gave her information that other realtors did not give to her, she recommended her brother to buy from me. This business thrives by recommendation. It thrives by referral. So if you're not reliable, nobody will recommend you to anybody. So you need to be reliable, because some of these people, they take action without having one knowledge about it. They just want to invest. So your ability to give them the right information to make them believe that you have them in heart will give them the assurance that you are for them. Then you need to pay attention to your clients. It's very important you pay attention to them. I have a couple of clients that today I was talking to one of my clients bought a house through me. The house is worth about 38 million naira. So with this early in the morning, he called me and we were talking. She's in Germany. She called me as we were talking. She now said she gave someone else my number. Then that the person will call me, that the lady is a church member of ours in Germany. So she said something. She said, this woman can talk more than me. When she finished talking, I told her, even you, they say you can talk, you cannot even talk. I have other clients that can talk more than you, because there's one other lady I have as client in Italy. Whenever this lady called me, we end up spending 1 hour in talking. And because of the attention I've given to her, because of the attention I'm giving to my clients, unknowingly to them, without me even asking for referral, they on their own do the referral. A client, so that's why you have to pay attention to them. It's not about the money. You have to see how you can make them friend. Let me give you another typical example. There's one of my clients in Norway. He called and he was telling me about. I was asking him a question how he's doing. He's a coach in Norway, so he said want to bring down his he want to open academy in Lagos here. After we talk, I asked him so many questions. I was just asking him a question, making him. I sounded like if I was genuinely interested in what he's doing, which might be true. So after asking all the questions and making me spoke for plus or minus a couple of minutes, then without me even asking about the property which he actually called for, he was the one that even said, okay, that property, no worry, I will ask one of my brother over here to come and check it. Because I give them attention. We talk like if, most of my clients, we talk like if you're brother. I don't use the word sir when I talk to them. So you get me? I call them by their name. I give them guy name. So that to create that rapport. And sometimes Some of them, when we talk, like there's one I have in Germany, the pastor. So whenever I call, I call him. Even the son will just ask, that your friend in Nigeria is calling you. The wife already know. So some of them, even when they have not even buy from me, the relationship I'm creating with them, that's why I have to know your aim. The relationship I'm creating for them. If tomorrow, I want to do a project. And I know I need XYZ amount. Without just telling them, okay, this friend will call you, say, come and invest. Without them thinking twice, they want to invest because the emotional bank which I have with them. I've created consciously. You have to consciously give them their attention, make them feel important, so that they will see as someone they can rely on. Is very important. That's why you need to pay attention to detail, pay attention to things, so that when you respond to them, you actually pay attention to them. Then you need to be professional. This word professional also is quite relative. So it now depends on the angle you want to come in from. So my own case, I try to be professional in terms of the documentation, or I make sure that all the documentation pass through the right process. Then when it comes to talking to them, I try to be friendly. I try to be informal, except some of them who are trying to be hard. But I try to look for a way to penetrate them so that I can talk to them as a friend, not as a yes or a yes man thing. So you in terms of professionalism, the documentation has to pass through, not because of they're not your friend, or because of the way you're talking to them. You not pass through the process of, because that documentation is very important. Because if the documentation is not done properly, tomorrow it will put you into trouble. So you have to be professional in that aspect. Then you have to care. Make reference to this. You have to learn to care. Let me give a typical example with this. A client of mine came for inspection. That particular day, I did not. I had another inspection because sometimes in this business you can have more than one inspection. So and you will not be available on all of them. So I linked her to the company that actually owned the property. So she went for inspection. On coming back, she was attacked. She was attacked during the night around that 6-7. They broke through a glass and the car which she was, and they stabbed her. Since that day, when I tried calling her to ask her how was the update for the inspection, she told me the incident. Since that day, I've been calling her, and if I call her to ask her how is this teaching, how is your face now? I hope you're fine. I even went as far as even recommending some things which she can use. And since that day, I've called like 3 to 4 times. I've not even asked her about the land again. I don't even make reference to the land which she came to for inspection. All I've been asking is to call to check on her, how she is doing. And one of the day I called her, I could feel it in her voice that she was overwhelmed. The way she sounded shows that this person is really caring. You need to make people feel that you care for them. And I know when she finished the operation and get herself back, there's no how she will leave me and buy from someone else. So you need to show that care. Then lastly, let me end it there because I'm checking at the time now. This is almost 9. Don't operate like local agents. Don't operate like local agents. What do I mean? A typical local agent out there, when you meet them, what they do is they tell you, okay, they have house here. Then they will tell you, okay, you need to let's pay for bike. If you're not driving, they will say, okay, they will enter a bike. After enter the bike, they take to the particular place. You pay. The client will pay. After everything, they will tell you, okay, they want what they call commission. They want agency fee before they won't take you to anywhere. That is how a typical local agent work. before they make a step, before they won't go ahead and do anything, they ask for their agency fee first. And all your movements, you'll be the one that will pay all the movement. That's how a typical agent work. But don't be like them. Do the reverse. Try to do the reverse. The reverse is, when you meet a client, don't ask the client for money. That is the reverse. And to make it more sweet, one of the things I do too, when I'm on a session with the client, if we are using public transport, I won't be the one to pay. If we are using Uber, I'll be the one to pay. If I'm driving, I'll fuel my car. In short, any inspection I go to the client, I will ask them, what do you want to take? I won't want to buy food for them. That's the reverse. A typical agent will not do that. A typical agent will be asking the client. But in this case, the client has not even paid anything, but you are giving the client. The one day I called, a client called me that he want to see me, and that day I was actually I was actually in Ikeja GRA in hotel called the Blues in GRA. Then I asked them to come over to that particular hotel. When they came, I was with some other investors there. I was talking. So I personally asked him, what do you want to take? He said, okay, we take Smirnoff. Smirnoff in that place is like 1.5. Ask him to take one. Even after he took that one, I asked him, are you okay? Do you want another one? I see bought another one for him. Mind you, that client has not got anything from me. But he has not buy, but he gave me a testimony that make other clients to buy. He did not end up buying because the money he was expecting did not complete based on the property he want to buy. Which anytime we communicate, he keep on telling me that he's trying to gather money, but when the money come, I've already sowed a seed that he will not leave me to buy from somewhere else. So there are some clients which I have that, except everyone fall down, they cannot leave me to buy from someone else because they believe they are owing me. Sometimes some of these clients, they will not, for one or two reasons, they will not buy, but on their own, they just say, send me your account. Let me send something to your son. Send me your account. Let me just send something. In this business, if you do it right, the kind of money you'll be receiving, not commission. The commission is one part, but the money you will get from clients who you have served well, you'll be surprised because when they see that you are doing the thing well, the way you are having them in mind, they will surely want to deal with you. Then the last time I talk about, you need to have a focus. Choose your focus area. For instance, if you want to do rent, do only rent. If you want to do sale to be selling property, land, or you want to do land and house, focus on it. If you are in a particular state, mind you, this stuff require movement. Focus on a particular area. You can focus on only Lagos if you're in Lagos. You can focus on only Port Harcourt. Don't be like those that say, okay, I sell property in all the whole country. No, you can't be everywhere. Don't deceive yourself. So there's markets in different areas. In Lagos, for instance, now we have the mainland, we have the island. I know some of my realtor friends that they focus on only mainland, and they are doing well. I know some of my realtor friends that focus on only the island, and they are doing well. So that is even in Lagos. But also some people, they will tell you, okay, they sell land in Nigeria, they sell land in Abuja. They say, you can't cover all those areas because the more you focus, the more people will see you serious as somebody that know what is doing. But if you decide to say, okay, I sell land in Nigeria, I sell land in Abuja, I sell land in Cameroon, who will see you as not being serious? You cannot divide yourself. So you need to choose a particular area and focus on it. Then I think I will have to end it here. My name is Dennis Ison, and I actually have a free gift for you, which you can actually get. But mind you, even this free gift is actually for prospect, not even for Rachel. But what the gift is all about is about how you can actually choose land to buy, what you need to look for when you want to buy a property. So that you can find the gift in landproperty.ng/free. It's actually a free gift. So you can actually get it there if you are interested in knowing what you need to do when you want to get a property. But this particular training is basically for how you can be a realtor. So I think this 9 and this 10 o'clock sharp. Let me open the section for question. If you have any question, kindly ask now. Any question? You can ask on the comment section, or you can unmute yourself and ask. So which means that everything I said, you all understand. If I make sense, just tell me I make sense. I want to see in the comment section to show that, okay, what I actually shared with you makes sense. Just put in the comment section, you make sense. I want to see in the comment section. Mr. George, are you there? Okay, indeed they say I make plenty sense. Okay, Kunle Idowu, thank you. Okay. Then before I even go, let me make reference to this. In case you want to be a realtor, note one of the mistakes people do is they try to be like a local agent. Don't be a local agent. Don't be a local agent. It is very frustrating. A normal local agent will connect with the local agent. They want to get a client call you, want to get a house. You connect with another agent. They will send you a brief that another agent sent. That agent that sent that brief, they don't even know the brief. So you have long chain. Don't join that kind of stuff. To be a realtor, the best way to be a realtor is to register under a marketing agency. To register under a real estate marketing agency. And there are several of them out there. Several of them. In Lagos, we have the Billionaire Realtors Group, we have the Millionaire Realtors Group, we have the Achievers Network, we have several of them out there. I personally belong to one of them. I belong to one of these realtor groups. So if you want to be a realtor, allow me to guide you properly. In short, it's actually free to be a realtor. It's actually free to be a realtor. So what I would do, I will drop my number on the comment section. I will drop my number on the comment section.
But don't worry, there's insurance.
Yeah?
Okay, we need to bring the script for the next one here. Oh, so don't worry.
Hello. Yeah, okay. I will drop my number on the comment section so that you can actually contact me from there. Then from there, you can I will make sure that I guide you properly to how you can be a realtor and make money. It's very important we have that straight. Then one other thing I want to make reference to is this. If you want to go into this business, note that it does not happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. And note, one more thing you should note is this. It takes an average of 3 months. Let me make this clear. It takes an average of 3 months for you to actually, because if you understand this, to make you will not feel disappointed. You will not feel disappointment. You will not feel disappointed when you're not making sale. An average client that actually make inquiry from you, it takes an average of 3 months for you to close a deal. Have that in your mind, that it takes an average of 3 months for you to close a deal. So if a client contact you today, which is October, have it in mind that with the proper follow-up, the client will buy by December. Just have it in mind with the proper follow-up. There's some client that will come and buy. Although I've gotten clients that come today, pay today. It's happened, but it's not an everyday thing. So you need to have it in mind that it takes an average of 3 months to close a deal. So when it is done properly, so every business have a pattern. So you need to understand that, when it comes to the property, the person will tell the grandmother, tell the grandfather, tell the wife, tell the nephew, in order to make the right, thinking that is the way to make the right decision. But if you have the right information, you can help them to close the deal faster. So I've dropped my WhatsApp number on the chat, so you can actually contact me through that method. If you want to be a rater, what I would do is I'll register you under a rater group which I belong to, and with that rater group, you can actually there are several companies that come to register under that rater group. So you're dealing with company. Let me give you an idea of the kind of money you can make. You can make from, let's say, from 3% to around 20%. Let's say somebody buy a property of let's use 10 million naira. If the percentage is 10%, you are making 1 million naira. Let's say someone buy a property of let's say 100 million naira, and the percentage is 10%. That means you're making 10 million naira. If it's 15%, you're making 15 million naira. So have the idea of the kind of money you can make. So this industry is actually a very good industry. If you are guided well and you know what to do, you can make good money from it. So once again, I appreciate you for joining this class. If Mr. George is here, you can take over, or if you have any question, if anybody have any question, you can ask your question. Ask your question. Any question before I call it a day. This is 10 minutes after, about 7 minutes after. Any question before I call it a day? Mr. George, are you there? If you are there, let me hear your voice. Any question? Okay, I believe we are done for today. So